Hello, everyone. This is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. Take two. We're going to try this again. Battle of the Cy Youngs, 1986, APBA baseball. Basic card and dice makes everything nice. We have Mike Scott of the Astros, Roger Clemens of the Red Sox. I have confirmed that my sound does work, which it worked in the prior video. Mike Scott was 18-10 with an ERA of 2.22 for the Houston Astros, who won the National League West and would fall to the New York Mets in the pennant. Mets would go on to beat the Boston Red Sox, who won the American League East. Roger Clemens was the Cy Young Award winner then, 24-4 with a 2.48 ERA. First pitch is next. For the Houston Astros, Mike Scott, we're playing at Fenway. He's on the mound. A grade, XY, Z modifier. That's a lot of strikeouts for the former Metropolitan, Mike Scott. Bill Doran bats first. He'll play second base. Billy Hatcher is in center, batting second. Denny Walling bats third, plays third. Cleanup hitter, power hitting first baseman, Glenn Davis. Kevin Bass bats fifth. He's in right field. The DH, Julio Cruz, bats sixth. Terry Poole's in left field. He'll bat seventh. Doing the catching, batting eighth, Alan Ashby. Dickie Thon bats ninth, plays short. Those are the Houston Astros. For the Boston Red Sox, pardon the eraser stuff, we actually started the stream. We had sound, and then one person kept saying there was no sound, but there was sound. And we'll leave it at that because we're going to ban him anyway. Roger Clemens for the Boston Red Sox. A grade, XZ modifier. He'll do the pitching. Wade Boggs leads off. He plays third base. Marty Barrett plays second, bats second. Billy Buckner is at first. He'll bat third. Jim Ed Rice, the cleanup hitter, in left field. Don Baylor bats fifth. He's the DH. In right field, batting sixth, Dwight Evans. In center field, batting seventh, Hendu Kendu, Dave Henderson. Doing the catching, batting eighth, from Worcester, Massachusetts, Rich Gedman. Spike Owens bats ninth, plays short. Black, Yellow, White has joined us. Hope all is well. He says, Doran and Hatcher, big parts of 13-year-old me getting a World Series. So Clemens is on the bump. He'll face Doran, Hatcher, and Walling. Billy Doran, switch hitter, batting lefty. Clemens is ready. The Rocket deals to Billy Doran. That's a 51 for Billy Doran. 51 is a 9. He's an A. Base is empty. Swing and a miss. Set him up with the fastball. Got him with the breaking ball. One down. Here's Billy Hatcher. Clemens to Hatcher. That's a 63 to Billy. 63 is a 31. Billy Hatcher will make contact. Fly ball to center. Henderson makes the catch. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty for the Astros third baseman, Denny Walling. Clemens looks in at Gedman. He's ready. The pitch to Denny Walling, 23. A 23 is a 26. Ground ball to second. Barrett to Buckner. Side is retired. Philip, there was sound before, Philip. Okay? There was sound. I checked. You pissed me off to no end. We go to the bottom of the first for the Red Sox, Boggs, Barrett, and Buckner. Mike Scott on the bump. Oops. For the Astros, he'll deal with Boggs, Barrett, and Buckner. Bottom of the first. Here's Scott. Scott had that. What was it? The split. Was it the split-fingered fastball? I'm trying to remember that pitch. Former New York Met. Here's a pitch to Wade Boggs, left-handed batter. That's a 33 to Boggs. That's a 0. It's a reroll. So Boggs with a 43 now. 6. That's a double. So Wade Boggs with a leadoff double. That will bring up Marty Barrett. So we have a runner at second. Barrett. You know what? We're going to let Marty swing the stick. I think we're going to let Marty swing the stick. I was going to sack, but what the hell. Runner at second. Scott looking for the strikeout. He deals to Marty Barrett. That's a 16 to Marty Barrett. 28. Runner at second on the double. 28. Ground ball to short. Reynolds, no, that's Dickie Thon, excuse me. He's up with it. Throws to Davis. Boggs holds. So 1 out. For Bill Buckner. Buckner digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Scott to Buckner. 66, that is gone. Billy Buckner crushes that fastball down the right field line. You can kiss it. Bye-bye. Bippity boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. Billy Buckner touches them all. It's 2-0 Red Sox. Boggs scores ahead of Buckner. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. So that's 2. Batted in for Billy Buckner. 2-0 Boston. That was a moonshot by Buckner. Doesn't get any easier for Scott. Jim Ed Rice is up. Scott regroups and deals to Rice. That's a 31. 31 is an 8. We know an A-grade pitcher takes that away. As Scott jams Rice, popped up third base side. Walling will make the play. 2 down. So Rice pops out to third. 2 outs. Base is empty. 2-0 Red Sox thanks to the Buckner blast. Here's Don Baylor. Baylor crowding that plate. Scott looks in at Ashby. Pitch homeward bound to Baylor. 35 to Don Baylor. Is a 42. A 42. How appropriate. It hits Don Baylor. That's pretty funny. He'll take first as it just grazes his forearm. So that is a hit by pitch. Baylor to first. Black, Yellow, White has joined us. Ron McGrath has joined us. Hope all is well. 2 outs. Runner at first. 2-0 Red Sox thanks to the Bill Buckner 2-run homer. The pitch to Dwight Evans from Mike Scott. That's a 34 to Dewey. 34 is a 31. Runner at first. Fly ball center field. Making the catch for the Astros is Billy Hatcher. Side is retired, but the Red Sox plate 2 on the Buckner 2-run homer. We go to the top of the second. Davis, Bass, and Cruz to face Roger Clemens. Clemens with a 2-run lead now. So here's Glenn Davis, power hitting right-handed first baseman. Clemens to Davis. That's a 55 for Davis. 55 is an 8. Clemens, I believe he's going to jam him there. It came in high and tight. Popped up. Third baseman, Wade Boggs calls for it. 1 out. So 1 down. Clemens jams Davis. That will bring up switch hitting Kevin Bass, the right fielder. Bass will bat from the left side. Gedman sets the target. Clemens to Bass. 66. It is gone. Kevin Bass turns on a first pitch fastball. He sends it out to right, almost to the same spot that Billy Buckner jacked it out. Bippity boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball, and Kevin Bass touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. It's now 2-1. Red Sox. So Bass takes Clemens deep. 2-1 Boston. Clemens will now face the left-hand batting Jose Cruz. Clemens rocks and deals to Cruz. 44. A 44 is a 7, and that's going to be a single. That blooper drops into left. He was very late on the fastball, but it is a single for Cruz. Cruz at first. He's the tying run. 1 out. 2-1 Red Sox. Terry Poole steps to the plate. He's playing left field. Left-handed stick. Here's the pitch to Poole. 43 to Terry Poole. 43. Clemens to Poole's a 29. Runner at first. That's going to be is Clemens a Y? Or he's an X, so it's not going to be a strikeout. It's going to be a ground ball back to Clemens. He pivots, fires to Owen. They get the force out on Cruz. So Cruz is out. They can't turn 2. Cruz went hard into second, upending Spike Owens. And that's a fielder's choice, 1-6. Poole's at first with 2 outs now. Switch hitting catcher for the Astros, Alan Ashby, steps to the plate. Clemens looks to first. Now in at the plate, the pitch to Ashby. That's a 61 to Alan Ashby. 61's a 24. That should retire the side. Ground ball to short. Owens flips to Barrett for the force out. And the side is retired. Astros get 1 on the Kevin Bass 1-out homer. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-1 Red Sox. Due up for Boston, Henderson, Gedman, Owen, the bottom third of the 86 Red Sox order. Dave Henderson digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Mike Scott, the righty, deals to Henderson. That is a 12-25. That's going to be out number one, as Henderson will swing and miss. First strikeout for Scott. Again, Scott, XY, those are strikeouts, and the Z is control, so he's going to have a lot of strikeouts instead of ground outs or flyouts. 1 out, base is empty, left-hand batting catcher from Worcester, Massachusetts. Rich Gedman steps to the plate. Scott rocks and deals to Gedman. Gedman with a 22. How do you do? 22 is a 7. Gedman's going to bloop it to left. He was a little late on that fastball. So Gedman bloops it to left. Runner at first, 1 out for the number 9 batter. Shortstop Spike Owen. On deck, Wade Boggs. Boggs doubled, scored on the Buckner 1-out homer in the bottom of the first. 1 out, 1 on. Scott to Spike Owen. 35 to Spike Owen. 35's a 23. Runner nailed stealing, thrown out, 2-4. If there's 2 outs, it's a balk call. It's not 2 outs. There's only 1 out. So Gedman, what was he thinking? I think it was a missed hit and run. He is out. Making the tag, second baseman, Doran. Some miscommunication there for the Boston Red Sox for sure. So he's out 2-4. 2 outs. Owen steps back into the batter's box. I don't know. We're going to say it's an 0-1 count. Scott to Owen. 42 to Spike Owen. 39. And now bases are empty. So a 39. Strike 2. 0-2 count. Scott looking for his second K. There's the pitch, homeward bound. 22 is an 8. He jammed him, popped up. Denny Walling, the third baseman, waits for it. He makes the catch. And the Red Sox basically run themselves out of an inning. We go to the top of the third. 2-1 Boston. For the Astros, it'll be Thon, then the top of the order, Doran and Hatcher. Roger Clemens back up on the bump. So Clemens to face Dickie Thon. I think he got hit in the... Was that the year? Was he with the Angels when he got hit in the head or the face? Trying to remember. He got beamed really bad. Clemens to Thon. That's a 15 to Dickie. 15 is a 10. Single to left. That was a line shot. So Dickie Thon jumps on that fastball. This is ripped into left for a base hit, and it holds with a single. So Dickie Thon singles. He's the tying run at first. Thon is a fast runner. That will bring up second baseman Bill Doran. Doran was a strikeout victim. The pitch to Doran from Clemens. 42 with a runner at first. 42's a 14. Clemens is a Z pitcher. Ball 1. No walk. 1-0. Clemens again to Doran. 23 to Billy Doran. 26. They only get the force at second. Hard slide by Thon breaks up the double play. So Thon is out. Doran reaches on the fielder's choice, 4-6. As once again, Spike Owen upended. 1 out, 1 on for Billy Hatcher. Hatcher flew out to Henderson in center. He's 0 for 1. Clemens peeks to first. Now looks in at the plate. Gedman sets the target. The pitch to Billy Hatcher, 42 to Billy. 42 to Billy Hatcher's a 13, swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Clemens, 2 outs. Doran will be off on contact. He's a fast runner. Denny Walling, 0 for 1, steps to the plate. Clemens nods his head. The pitch to Walling, 63 to Denny Walling. 63 is a 31. Runner at first. Fly ball to left. Waiting to make the catch is Jim Ed Rice. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-1 Boston. Scott on the mound to take his warm-up tosses between innings. Scott will face the top of the Red Sox order. Boggs, Barrett, and Buckner. Buckner hit a 2-run blast off Scott in the first. After Boggs doubled, Barrett grounded out. So here's Wade Boggs, 1 for 1. Scott deals to Boggs. 13 to Wade Boggs. 13's a 14. Boggs reaches base via the walk. Second time Wade is on. So Boggs at first. We didn't bunt the first time. And we're not going to bunt this time. Here's the pitch to Barrett. 25. Maybe we should have. Runner at first. 25 is a 10. Ooh, interesting. 25 is a 10. Runner at first. That's going to be a single. Marty Barrett against the A-grade pitcher. Single to right center field. Runner to third. Batter steals second on the 0-2 count. Holy cow. The Red Sox playing go-go baseball. That's a single to right center. Batter to third. Barrett steals second on the 0-2 count. Second and third, but in the hole is Billy Buckner. Buckner hit a 2-run homer his first time up. So we have second and third. Switch the charts. Here we go. Buckner in the hole, 0-2. The pitch to Billy Buck is a 34. They're playing for the out. 34 is a 31. Shallow fly ball to center. That will not do the JOB. Making the catch and quickly firing it in is Billy Hatcher. Runners hold. So Buckner flies out to Hatcher. 1 out. Still second and third. Again, they will play for the out. Scott to face Jim Ed Rice. Rice popped out to third. The pitch to Rice. 12 to Jim L. That's a 25. Still second and third. Infield normal. 25. Double play. Line shot to the second baseman, Doran, who quickly flips to Thon. They double up. Barrett. Holy cow. Mike Scott wiggles out of that one. So that is a line out to Doran, who then quickly tosses to Thon. Doran with a hell of a play. They double up Barrett, and the side is retired. We go to the top of the fourth, 2-1 Boston. Red Sox fans thought they were going to get a few more runs there. Instead, it's still a precarious one-run lead for the Red Sox. Top of four for the Astros, it's going to be Davis, Bass, and Cruz to face Roger Clemens. So that was a scorcher off the bat of Jim Ed Rice. Bang, he lines into the double play. Astros down by 1. Bottom of the fourth. Davis at the plate, popped out to third. Clemens rocks and deals to Davis, 42 to Glenn Davis. 42 is a walk. Clemens overthrowing there. Davis reaches on the free pass. He's a slow runner, representing the tying run. That brings up the man who hit a homer off Clemens, Kevin Bass. If he does it again, the Astros will take the lead. Runner at first. Clemens to Bass, 14. 14 to Bass is a 30. Sky high to left. Waiting for it to come down to make the catch is Jim Ed Rice. Retreating to first is Glenn Davis, 1 out. Jose Cruz steps to the plate. Cruz singled in his first plate appearance. 1 out, 1 on. Red Sox hope to turn 2. Clemens to Cruz. 44 to Jose Cruz. A 44 is a 7. But the A Voodoo will take away that hit. Soft grounder to third. Boggs charges. His only play is to first for the second out, but Davis advances to second. Cruz retired 5-3. 2 outs for Terry Poole. Poole reached on a fielder's choice. Clemens takes a deep breath. He kicks and deals to Poole with a runner at second. That's a 14 to Poole. A 14 is a 30. That ball is jacked to deep left, but not deep enough. Rice at the track, at the wall, a little leap. He makes the catch. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Red Sox. Due up for Boston in the bottom of the fourth. Baylor, Evans, Henderson. So Mike Scott on the bump. Red Sox with a 1-run lead. Donnie Baylor steps to the plate. Baylor was hit by a pitch. Baylor crowding that plate. No fear by Don Baylor. Here's the pitch from Scott to Baylor. 51 to Don Baylor. A 51 is a 9. And we have bases empty. An A pitcher takes away that 9 hit. That's going to be a swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Second strikeout for Scott. 1 out. Dwight Evans, 0 for 1. He flew out to Billy Hatcher in center. Scott has a sign from Ashby. Pitch homeward bound to Dwight Evans, 66. That ball is gone. Dwight Evans sends that ball over the Green Monster, heading west down the Mass Turnpike. It is now 3-1 Boston. Bippity boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. Dwight Evans touches them all. The second home run given up by Scott. The first one, a 2-run bomb by Buckner to right. And now Evans over the monster in left. 3-1 Red Sox. Evans is greeted with high fives and hugs in the Red Sox dugout. That will bring up Hendu Kentu, Dave Henderson. He was the first strikeout victim of Mike Scott. The pitch to Henderson from Scott, 34 to Hendu Kentu. 34 is a 31. Bases empty on a 31. Fly ball deep to center, but not deep enough. Billy Hatcher tracks it down in the triangle, 2 away. Dave Henderson 0 for 2. Rich Gedman singled and then, for some odd reason, attempted to steal second and was thrown out. I believe it was a miss hit and run by Spike Owen. Scott to Gedman, 24 to the Worcester, Massachusetts native, Red Sox catcher Rich Gedman, 24. Swing and a miss. Side is retired. So Scott strikes out 2, but gives up the solo blast to Evans. 3-1 Boston. We go to the top of the 5th. Due up for the Astros, Ashby, Thon in the top of the order. Doran. Clemens now with a 2-run lead. All the runs have been scored on homers for both teams. All right, here's Alan Ashby. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Ashby from Roger Clemens. 15 to Ashby. That's an 8. He's going to pop it up. Third base side. Boggs makes the catch. Clemens has no fear, obviously, of coming in high and tight on these Astros batters. 1 out for Dickie Thon. Thon 1 for 1 with a single. Gedman wiggles the fingers. Clemens deals to Thon. 24 to Dickie Thon. 24. Swing and a miss. Clemens overpowers Thon. Thon doesn't scorch that fastball for a single. 2 outs, top of the order. Billy Doran. The pitch to Bill Doran, trying to keep the inning alive. That's a 65 to Bill Doran. 65's a 35. Bases empty. Popped up behind the plate. Rich Gedman tosses the mask aside, makes the play. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Doran now 0 for 3. Bottom of the 5th, 3-1 Red Sox in the battle of 1986 Cy Young Award winners. Scott for the Astros, Clemens for the Red Sox. Red Sox looking to tack on some more runs to help out Roger Clemens. It will be Spike Owen, Wade Boggs, Marty Barrett for the Bostonians. Scott deals to Spike Owen. 35 to Spike. Base is empty. Owens, that's going to be a 23. Hard liner to right center field. Billy Hatcher drops it. Holy cow. Ticks off his glove. Hatcher can't believe it. Spike Owen reaches on the E8. So Owen at first, Wade Boggs at the plate. Could play a little hit and run here. We're going to play some hit and run with the Red Sox. Boggs obviously handles the bat well. We're going to hit and run with Wade Boggs. We'll use this chart here. Scott to Boggs, hit and run. There goes Owen. That's a 25. So a 25 is an 8. Someone misses the sign. That's not good. Result is the same as the regular playing board. Observe pitcher's grades. So that's going to be a pop out, a high pop up, third base, just in fair territory. Quickly scrambling back to first is Spike Owens. Boggs is retired on the pop out to Walling. One out. Owens still at first for Marty Barrett. Oh, shoot. That was bases empty. Hold on. 8. Runner at first. Hold on. Nub near the mound. Goes to first, runner to second. So that's what really happened because there was a runner at first. My faux pas. So that's kind of weird. So it's a missed thing. Then he nubs it to first, I guess. That's how you call that. So that's 1-3. Scott goes to Davis. Owen to second because I had the wrong chart up. Now we have a runner at second. 1 out for Marty Barrett. Here's the pitch to Barrett. 43 to Marty with a runner at second. 43 is a 29. That ball's hit to first. Davis backhands it. Will toss to Scott, covering the bag, 2 away. Advancing to third is Spike Owen. So that scoring at home is 3-1. 2 outs now for Billy Buckner. Buckner's 1 for 2, a 2-run homer and a fly out to center. The pitch to Billy Buck. That ball is a double. A double for Buckner. He's just knocked in his 3rd run. It is 4-1 Boston. Billy Buckner with a double. So that error does hurt by Billy Hatcher. Runner at third. Actually, I messed that up again. I just assume a 6 is a double. A-grade pitcher. If single column hitting card, home run. If single column hitting card, it is a single column hitting card. Well, that's the first time I've ever had that. I guess it's a 2-run homer for Billy Buckner again. We had the runner at third. If single column hitting card, home run to left center field, it's a 2-run blast. So Bill Buckner does it again. He's knocked in 4. Second home run for Buckner. I just assumed the 6 was always a double. I said, let me take a look at the chart. Because it's an A-grade pitcher. But with a runner at third, it's a home run. And again, they said if it's a single column, and it is a single column, this would be a 2-column hitting card. So a home run for Buckner. 2 more batted in. It's now 5-1 Boston. Scott being roughed up. But he hasn't given up 1, 2. He has to give up 5 runs. The pitcher allows 5 earned runs in any 3 or fewer innings, consecutive innings. So that's not consecutive innings there. Still an A grade. That brings up Jim Ed Rice. I have never had that before. I saw the 6 and I thought, oh, double. 2 outs, base is empty. That's pretty cool. The pitch to Rice. And Rice. Oh, it's in a, okay, there's a 6. Base is empty. That's a double. All right. So Rice doubles. They're hitting Scott quite hard. A 2-out double. The National League Cy Young Award winner not doing so bueno. Don Baylor has been hit by a pitch and struck out. The pitch to Baylor with a runner at second, 43. Runner at second. 43 to Donnie. Baylor's a 29. This should get them out of the inning. 1 hopper back to Scott. Actually, that ball's hit to Davis at first. Scott covers, and the side is retired. That goes 3-1, but another 2-run blast by Bill Buckner. The error really hurt, though it would have still been no, Buckner would have never got up. So a 2-run blast after the Billy Hatcher error on Owen in center. Red Sox lead 5-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. We go to the top of the 6th. Things looking good for Roger Clemens, the Rocket Man, and the Boston Red Sox in the battle of the 1986 Cy Young Award winners. Top of 6. For the Astros, it's going to be Billy Hatcher trying to make amends for his error. Then Davis, Bass, and if anyone gets on, Cruz. Red Sox bats thumping up Mike Scott. Here's Billy Hatcher to face Roger Clemens. That's a 31 to Billy. And let's go to that bases empty chart. 31 to Hatcher. That's a 9. The A Voodoo swing and a miss. Second time Hatcher's been struck out. A Voodoo on the pitcher's card. Denny Walling is 0 for 2. A ground out and a fly out. Clemens to Walling. 22. How do you do? A 22 is a 7. That's going to be a blooper to left. So Walling picks up his first hit. He's 1 for 3. 1 out, 1 on. For Glenn Davis, if he goes yard, it will be a 5-3 game. Clemens has the sign. The pitch to Glenn Davis. Power hitting first baseman for the Astros. 24 to Davis. 24 is a swing and a miss. As that's a 13. There are 2 outs now with Walling at first. Clemens has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Houston Astros. Kevin Bass has hit a homer. He's 1 for 2. 2 outs. Runner at first will be off and running with contact. Here's the pitch to Bass. 21 to Kevin Bass. A 21 is a 30 with a runner at first. Fly ball to left. Rice makes the catch. Side is retired. Another goose egg put up by Clemens and the Red Sox. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The 1986 Red Sox 5. The 86 Astros 1. Due up in the bottom of the 6th for Boston. Evans, Henderson, and Gedman to face Mike Scott. So far, the battle of the Cy Youngs going to the American League winner, Roger Clemens. Here's the pitch to Dewey. 1 for 2. He had a solo homer in the 4th. Scott with a 53 to Dwight Evans. 53 is a 17. That's another unique number. 17, bases empty. Lazy fly ball to right. Coming in to make the catch is Bass. Evans flies out to his counterpart, 1 down. Dave Henderson is struck out and flown out. He's 0 for 2. Scott rocks and deals to Henderson. That's a 52 to Hendu Kendu. 52 is a 27. Swing and a miss. Second time Henderson has gone down via the K for Mike Scott. Scott now has struck out 3. 2 outs. Base is empty. Bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Boston. Rich Gedman steps to the plate. Gedman has singled and struck out. Was also thrown out stealing for some bizarre reason. The pitch to the Worcester, Massachusetts native Rich Gedman. 45 to Rich Gedman. 45 is a 14. Base is empty, 14. A double ZZ pitcher prevents the walk, but Scott is only a Z pitcher, so it is a base on balls. 2-out walk for Gedman. Second time he's been on base. Spike Owen, 0 for 2. He did reach on the error by Billy Hatcher in the last inning and scored on the 2-run homer by Buckner, the second home run by Billy Buck. Runner at first, 2 away. Gedman is slow as slow can be. The pitch to Spike Owen, 23 to Spike. 23 is a 26. Hard hit ball to second. Doran moving towards the second base bag. Backhands, flips to Thon for the force out. The side is retired. Red Sox fail to score. We go to the top of the 7th. 5-1 Boston. So Clemens with a 4-run lead. I think things are looking pretty good for the Rocket Man and the Red Sox. Mark Jones, how you doing, my friend? Mark says, I just rolled the 1995 Indians against the 48 Indians. Great matchup there. Both teams who failed to win the World Series. No, the 48 Indians did win the World Series. They beat the Boston Braves. My faux pas. Indians beat the Red Sox in a 1-game playoff. 95 Indians won 8-7 in 10 innings. Feller struck out 13, but he gave up a lot of runs there, huh? Yeah, so once again, the 48 Indians did win the World Series against the Boston Braves. The 95 Indians did not. They lost to, was it Atlanta? All right, Clemens to face Cruz, Poole, and Ashby. Mark Jones does say Atlanta. Thank you, Mark. The pitch to Jose Cruz, who's 1 for 2. Clemens deals Cruz a 51. That's a 9. Base is empty. I think that's a strikeout, my friends. It is. So Clemens gets Cruz on a breaking pitch. They're looking fastball. Clemens mix it up a bit with the breaking pitch. Roger has now struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Houston Astros. Mark Jones says the 1995 and 1954 versions of the Cleveland Indians are arguably, I can't say that word, arguably, speak of the English, Al, arguably, as I said it really slow, two of the best teams that didn't win the World Series. Yes, the 54 Indians won over 100 games. Did they get swept by the New York Giants? All right, 1 out for Terry Poole. The pitch to Poole, 54 to Terry from Clemens, 54 is a 32. Base is empty. 32. How do you do? Fly ball towards the right center field gap. Racing over, calling off Henderson is Dwight Evans. He makes the catch, 2 away. That will bring up the Astros catcher, Alan Ashby. Ashby, 0 for 2. Clemens to Ashby. Switch hitter batting lefty. 14. 30. That's going to retire the side. Deep fly ball to left. Not deep enough. Rice makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We go to the bottom of the 7th here in Boston. 5-1 Red Sox. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back, for it's root for the Red Sox. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Mark Jones, the 1954 Cleveland Indians, 111 victories, 43 losses, and they were swept by the New York Giants and Willie Mays. 54, is that the year Mays makes the catch in the World Series over the shoulder? All right, so here we go. Bottom of the 7th for the Red Sox, who are up 5-1. Scott has been lumped up for 5 runs. Billy Buckner knocked in 4 with 2 2-run homers. Dwight Evans with a solo blast. The pitch to Wade Boggs, who is 1 for 2. He's doubled, scored, walked, and grounded out. Boggs with a 35 from Mike Scott. 35 is a 9. Base is empty. That's a strikeout. So Scott records another K. I believe that is 5 strikeouts now for Mike Scott. 1 out for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Marty Barrett. The pitch to Barrett. He's 1 for 2 with 2 stolen bases. 13. That's a walk. 1 out, 1 on. For Billy Buckner, can he hit his 3rd 2-run homer? Well, if he gets a 66. We had a really unique roll. I rolled the double 1, the 11, and it was a 6, but we had a runner at 3rd. Okay? And if you roll a 6 on an A-grade pitcher with a runner at 3rd, I'm going to show you this because I just assumed it was a double. Then I decided, let's take a look. Where is it? And you have a single, if it's a single column hitting card, which Bill Buckner is a single column hitting card. Okay. It's a home run. Otherwise, a double. So that was interesting. That's how he got his 2nd homer. So we have a runner at first with 1 out. Let's see if Buckner can do it again. The pitch to Billy Buck. He almost did. That's a 12. That's a 25 with a runner at first. It's going to be a force out at 2nd. Going in hard is Barrett. They can't turn 2. So Barrett is out. Buckner reaches on the fielder's choice, 4-6. 2 down now. Jim Ed Rice steps to the plate. Rice doubled in his last plate appearance. Prior to that, he lined in with bases loaded. He lined into a double play. First at bat, he popped out to 3rd. Buckner at first. The pitch to Jim Ed Rice. That's a 16 to Rice. 28. That's going to end the inning. Chopper to short. Thon to Davis. The side is retired. We go to the top of the 8th. Red Sox 5, the Astros 1. Clemens looking to go the distance. So Clemens on top of the 8th will face Thon in the top of the order, Doran and Hatcher. Dickey Thon has singled and struck out. Here's the pitch from Clemens to Dickey. That's a 23 to Dickey Thon with the bases empty. 23's a 30. That will be an out. Thon sends it to the left center field gap, but Rice tracks it down. Nice running catch by Rice. 1 out. That will bring up second baseman Billy Doran. Doran 0 for 3. He's been a strikeout victim of Clemens. Clemens rocks and deals to Billy Doran. 15 to Doran. That's an 11. Oh, that's a unique number. So let's see. An 11. Single. And then he steals second on the 0-1 count. So Billy Doran singles and steals second on the 0-1 count to Billy Hatcher. Let's see if Hatcher can make some noise here. Runner at second. 1 out. Billy Hatcher, had he not made the error off of Spike Owens' bat to start things off in the 5th, they would have never got that 2-run homer by Buckner. Here's the pitch to Billy Hatcher from Clemens. It's a 22. That's an 8, though. Runner at second on an 8. Hot shot grabbed by the pitcher. He knocks it down. Goes to first for the sure out. Doran to third. And there are 2 outs now, though. So Clemens robs Hatcher of a hit up the middle. That brings up Denny Walling. Walling's 1 for 3. Singled his last at bat, a blooper to left. So we have a runner at third now. Clemens has the sign. The pitch to Denny Walling. 41 to Walling. That's a 12. Another unique sort of number. It's going to be a fly ball. Pretty deep to right, but not deep enough. Had there been less than 2 outs, it would be a double play because a throw to the plate, they would have got him. But Evans makes the catch, and that's out number 3. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th here at Fenway. 5-1 Red Sox in the battle of 1986 Cy Young Award winners. Clemens, 24-4 with a 2.48 ERA. Scott, 18-10 with a 2.22 ERA. 4-run lead. They like to tack on 1 more, at least, because you can't get a 5-run homer, but you can get a grand salami. Okay, so Davis is going to lead off. Yep, okay. For the Red Sox to face Scott, Baylor, Evans, and Henderson here in the bottom of the 8th. Baylor's been hit by a pitch, struck out and grounded out. The pitch to Donnie Baylor from Mike Scott, that's a 26 to Don Baylor. 26, a swing and a miss. Second time, Big Don has been struck out. 1 out. Dwight Evans has a solo homer. He's also flown out twice. Scott to Dewey. Evans with a 55. That's an 8. Base is empty. Scott jams him. Popped up third base. Walling makes the catch. 2 away. That's where that A grade comes in. Here comes Henderson. Dave Henderson 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a fly out to center. Scott's ready. The leg kick and delivery to Dave Henderson. We're going to call it a 14. 14's a 30. That ends the inning with a fly ball to center. Billy Hatcher holds on to this one. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. We go to the top of the ninth. Clemens looking to go the distance and win 5-1. So the Red Sox are a 40. We could get them into that A column. With, so Rice. No, he's a 2-fielder. Oh, I could put Dave Stapleton in. That will bring him to the A column. Or the column 1. I always say A column. Dave Stapleton will come in to play first base. Billy Buckner, who hit 2 two-run homers, knocked in 4 of the 5 Red Sox runs, will come out. They let Buckner go to first to get his standing ovation, and Stapleton replaces him. So good job by Billy Buckner, as he's now on the bench. And Stapleton comes into play first in the ninth. Stapleton is a 4. That will make the Red Sox a 41. Column 1 fielding. All right. Clemens to Davis, 63 to Glenn Davis, who's also the name of a very famous football player from what college? Back in the 40s. Glenn Davis, 63, is a 31. It's going to be out number 1. Fly ball deep to center, but not deep enough, as they say. Hendu can do. Dave Henderson makes the grab for out number 1 here in the ninth. Davis 0 for 3 now with a strikeout and a walk. Clemens 2 outs away from victory. The only man to knock in a run, Kevin Bass, hit a solo shot in the top of the second. Clemens has the sign. He kicks and deals to Kevin Bass. That's a 55 for Kevin Bass. Let's see if he can do it again. 55 is an 8. He gets jammed. He's going to pop it out to Boggs. 2 away. So Clemens, after giving up that home run to Bass, continues to jam him on the inside. It's up to Jose Cruz now to keep hope alive. Cruz is 1 for 3, a single, a ground out, and a strikeout. Clemens to Cruz. I don't think this will be a Cruz missile. That's a 15. That's an 8. He gets jammed, popped up. Boggs calling for it. This ball game is over. The Boston Red Sox are victorious in the battle of 1986 Cy Young Award winners. Clemens defeats Scott 5-1. Roger Clemens is the winning pitcher. Mike Scott, the losing pitcher. Your MVP, well, we got to give it to Billy Buck. Billy Buckner was 2 for 4. He had 2 two-run homers, knocked in 4. So Bill Buckner is your MVP. Really costly error by Billy Hatcher in the 5th. He dropped that Spike Owens line drive, ticked off his glove. Had he made that catch, most likely, well, no, Buckner would have never got up. So it would have been 3-1 victory. Instead, it's a 5-1 victory. The only run for the Astros, a solo homer by Kevin Bass in the top of the second. So Buckner, 2-run homer in the bottom of the first. Evans with a solo homer in the bottom of the fourth. And then Buckner in a very unique role. And again, I rolled the 6 and I said, oh, that's a double. But there was a runner at third. So a runner at third, A-grade pitcher. We'll show you again because it was very unique to me. It's the first time it happened. Single column. So a single column is this. Well, that's a double column. Had Buckner been a double hitting column, it would have been a double. But Bill Buckner is a single hitting column, and it was a homer. So that was really cool. So this is your MVP, Billy Buckner. Roger Clemens. We'll give you his strikeout numbers in a moment. So Bill Buckner, Clemens with the win, Scott with the loss, Buckner, player of the game. Clemens, I like to keep the strikeouts, struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Astros. These glasses do not help me when I'm trying to do that. So Clemens had 6 strikeouts, gave up a homer, 1 earned run, went 9 innings. Scott went 8, gave up 5 runs, though only 3 were earned, if I do my earned runs right. Scott struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He struck out 6. Let's do Clemens again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so both Cy Young Award winners strike out 6. Clemens wins 5-1. So another battle of the Cy Young Award winners. We had 1975 earlier in the day, and that was a lot of fun. That was Seaver and Palmer. Hell of a game. So check that out if you want. And this one goes 5-1. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, smack that like button. Check out the other subscribers. The other content creators in our community. Happy Father's Day, though it has passed now. No, it's still 11:58. Still Father's Day on Sunday. So, all right. Well, greatly appreciate everyone's time. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so, that'd be awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Peace.